What's up, gamers? We are back with more Starfield, picking up exactly where we left off. Not that I have any choice. I tried to leave this place without talking to Benny B here in the booth to go do some stuff, work on my outpost a little bit more. I am locked into this place. You get to the front door of the Astral Lounge and it says inaccessible. So the game does not want you to put a pin in this mission at this point. They want you to just deal with the consequences of your actions immediately. So here we are. We're gonna go talk to Ben B in here, and I don't know how much longer this quest is gonna be. I thought it was just gonna be a round of drinks and a conversation with our contact here, telling her that we planted the virus and everything, but it looks like the mission carries on. So let's go talk to Benny B, see what he wants, and we'll take things from there. Hopefully, excuse me, hopefully it won't be much. We'll be able to wrap things up and go back to the key and tell Delgado we're ready to go. All right. What's up, Benny B? Also very funny. I've tried shooting him. He is so immortal at this point. Let me just use a more precise gun to show you what I mean. He doesn't even flinch. Doesn't even bother him. There's no killing Benny B at this point in the game.
Ah, there you are. What kept you? I believe we have a lot to discuss. It's obvious you're here to meet someone. Fortunately for them, they rented this VIP room under a false name. I assume that same someone provided you with that clever little virus you installed into Generdyne's systems.
Yeah, listen, Ben. Listen, Benjamin. That, I tried everything I could to not plant that virus in Generdyne's systems, okay? I didn't want to help her. All right, the game gave me no choice, so I'm sorry about that. You were expecting me?
Yes. You didn't think your
like,
little foray into Generdyne would go completely undetected, did you?
No. I mean, as soon as I got there, they were like, we detected something, and I was like, oh, God. It's pretty clear they knew I was there, although they didn't spot me. If you know why I'm here, then you know what's at stake.
All too well. You know, I should give credit where it's due. That virus is quite impressive.
Well,
it will cost me tens of thousands of credits to remove. That's the last time I'll ever take the Crimson Fleet's capabilities for granted.
Yeah, I don't recommend doing that ever. Cutting a deal with the fleet will be cheaper than paying to remove the virus. Oh yeah, let's see what's down here. Why do you care if Crimson Fleet? Why do you care if the Crimson Fleet steals Generdyne's secrets?
Because, like the majority of revenue-generating businesses in the city, I have a vested interest in Generdyne's profits.
Yeah,
and more
you're
importantly
super
than
corrupt.
simply losing money, I don't like anything in my city being interfered with.
More importantly, it hurt
approval.
my pride. Yeah, I get it, man. You're the type. I'll remove it for half that amount. If you know I'm from the Crimson Fleet, then you know we mean business. Cutting a deal with the fleet will be cheaper than paying someone to remove the virus.
But do you want to know why that's not going to happen?
Do
It's because
tell.
I don't negotiate with pirates. They don't understand
I don't negotiate with
contracts.
terrorists.
How to get the deal done with finesse.
I'll give you that. I'll
For
give you
your
that
kind,
about the
it's only
pirates.
brute force and violence. Shoot
Yeah,
first,
that is mostly
take whatever
their
you
MO.
want, and ask questions later.
To be fair, though,
That's
I
not
did
how I do
stealthily sneak
business.
into the Generdyne facility. Ew. No, you just terrorize anyone that disagrees with you.
I suppose
And
I
I've
have
found that
become
to be the
somewhat of a
case.
legend in the Freestar Collective.
It's kind of
Look,
true,
I'm
man.
not here to debate. I'm here to make an offer. All you have to do is tell me who's profiting from the virus you've uploaded. In return, I'll let you leave the city alive.
It was me. It was Brayson Bayou. No, I'm not throwing Brayson under the bus. He's a nice guy. Well, I can throw Estelle under the bus. No, he's not going to care about a bribe. What will
You
happen?
don't have to
them?
worry about that in the least. You point me to our little mole, and I'll do the rest. You don't even have to get your hands dirty.
Well, I like the sounds of that. I mean, if I'm being straight with you, it was... I don't like Estelle, so I didn't want to plant the virus for her. I dislike her so much, I didn't want to do the things she wanted me to do. So, since the game forced me to plant the virus, and now I'm in this situation as a result, it was Estelle Vincent.
One of your own, I believe. Interesting. Well,
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
unfortunately
I'm
for Miss
undercover agent with
Vincent,
this stuff, so I don't.
she
have
won't
any
be
skin in
joining
the game.
us for the rest of her life.
Fair.
So,
you do you,
I
man.
assume this concludes our little arrangement, and you'll be leaving our fair city.
I'm glad.
Oh,
So that's all you wanted. I
When
can
you get
go
back
now.
to the key, be certain to give Neva and Delgado my warmest regards.
I'm not even going to consider telling them about this conversation. Thanks, though. Okay, return to the key. So I can just go now, I guess. That was really short and quick. That wasn't too bad. I probably could have squeezed that in at the end of the last video. So sorry for leaving everyone on that cliffhanger. I just didn't know what I was getting myself into with that conversation. And now it'll open. Yeah, I came down here to I tried fast traveling, and it was like, you can't fast travel from this location. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I came down here, and I tried opening that door, and it said inaccessible. I'm like, okay, then. Guess we're not doing any work on outposts or inventory management through video
settled
system.
systems, so you can do your banking your own way, on your own
Not sure
time.
if those green zealots live in space or been separated from their home.
Man, I wish I got some sort of resolution for what happened to that guy who had his like bachelor's party here in the city. I like
I've been
helped
applying
him.
to different megacorps in the area, but I haven't got any bites.
Need a pick-me-up? At Terra Brew, we've got you covered. Morning.
Hello, and welcome to Terra Brew. How may I serve you?
Well, this is a named NPC I've never talked to before. I think it's probably just a crew member potential, but well, they're in a Terra Brew, which is kind of interesting.
Madame Sauvage always gives me helpful advice. Her drinks aren't too bad either.
Enjoy a cup. Right now.
Let's talk to her. Carolina Gortak.
Hey, if you hear about any entry-level job openings, let me know. I've been trying to find an office job, but all of them require like 5 years of experience.
Well, every time I walk through the city, I hear about Ryujin, but they're kind of sketchy, and I just met their CEO. He is not a cool dude. Where have you applied so... Well, what skills do you
Well, I
have?
went to school for business, but it's not like I remember any of it. In my last interview, the recruiter asked me what I thought about Keynesian economics. I asked
Yeah,
her,
I wouldn't
which
mention
planet is Keynesian
during
on
your
again?
interviews that you don't
And she
remember
just looked at me and
business school.
cringed. I don't blame her.
Where have you applied so far?
Keltcorp and Stroud, but I haven't heard back, and that's threatening to cut off the cred spigot.
Yeah, I mean, I have an in at Stroud. No, not saying that. It sometimes takes a while for employers to
But
get
I
back
need
to
the credits now, and even if I do get hired, who knows when that first
you.
paycheck
Desperation
comes
is
in.
not a good look. Is there a job you prefer?
To be honest, I don't really know what I want. I just know
yeah,
that if
well,
I
that's
don't
step
find something
one.
soon, my parents won't just disown me. They'll have me stripped for parts.
Your parents on? I mean, maybe I'm being like judgy. I do see that she has like a nose ring thing going on, a nose piercing, but to me, this character looks like. And she said she went to business school and doesn't remember it. Like, all that leads me to believe this character's like
This silence is
35
beyond
years old?
awkward.
Maybe a little younger than that, but still very worried what her parents think. Well, that's the end of the dialogue tree. I wish I could, like, be like, I can get you a job at Stroud Eklund.
Good luck out there.
Night. Enjoy one
I
of
don't
our
want to talk
distinct
about the
coffee
region
flavors,
thing,
all brewed using the secret techniques of ancient herbs.
because they're awful.
Enhanced training to ensure you receive the best coffee
Although I may end up taking that job at
in the
Region.
galaxy. Terra
I
Brew.
think after we finish this pirate faction quest, we're gonna dive deep
Show
into
no
another
mercy,
faction.
leave no quarter.
I haven't really decided who yet, though.
Behold, the
Get out of my
Emporium.
face.
UC Vanguard
Wanna
sort
go
of
get something?
top of the list
If we don't
as
have
a
it,
potential.
get it. And if
But Ryujin also is interesting to me. I also think I'm gonna go do some of the quests I have left unfinished that have to do with thievery. I don't know why I'm walking around the city of Neon right now. I'm sure I can at this point fast travel. Return to the key. I was ambushed by Administrator Benjamin Bayou at the Astral Lounge. He confronted me about the virus, demanding to know its origins. I've implicated Estelle Vincent, and now I've been allowed to leave Neon. Okay. My only concern is, like, they made a big deal out of me not crossing Estelle and making sure that I leave with things on good standing with her when I took this mission. So I'm worried that that choice, as opposed to, like, taking the blame myself or something like that, is going to really bite me in the buttocks later. But, like, I feel like I'm also on the cusp of betraying all my pirate friends anyway, so... Whatever. I do what I want. As my mentor Cartman says. Yeah, let's just go. I don't... I'm, like, sitting here thinking, like, was there something else I wanted to do before I continued this quest? I mean, not really. Not really. Let's just get to it.
Yes.
Ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge the paint.
I love it when Barrett compliments me. Alright, let's go. A lot of space debris floating around in weird ways right now. Around the key. Oh boy. Neva's right here waiting for me. Oh man, she's gonna be pissed that I ratted out Estelle, isn't she? Ooh, time to go face the music, boys. And girls. Hi. Are you cool if I'm just gonna... Okay, bye-bye now. No, I'm just kidding.
All hell's breaking loose, Rook. Delgado needs you in the repair bay with Jazz as soon as possible.
Oh, jeez. Don't you want to hear what happened in Neon? Oh, when is everyone going to stop calling me? Yeah, seriously. I did the job. I deserve the respect. I have a feeling that I will never get a promotion to captain until I come back with, like, a legendary pirate treasure. Like, it's so ridiculous. I was really hoping that by the end of this faction quest, at least, I would be... I mean, maybe. Maybe if I wasn't helping UC Sistef when you finish the... Actually, that kind of makes sense, now that I'm thinking about it more and more. Because it's the same deal with the Freestar Rangers. The Freestar Rangers had me doing some crazy, complicated,
You sure know
acting
how to
on my
make
own
things
shit.
awkward.
And they continued to call me a deputy until I basically finished their whole faction quest, and then they're like, "Okay, you're a full-blown ranger now." Like, "Oh, gee, thanks." I just took down a giant criminal conspiracy going all the way to the board of directors? No, what's it called in the Freestar Collective? The Council of Governors or something like that? But we're going to betray the Crimson Fleet, so I'm probably never going to get that coveted rank of captain. Oh, well. Don't you want to hear what happened to Neon?
Hooray! You got the conduction gizmo. You did exactly what we asked you to do.
Neva's just
Good
never
work, pat on the head.
never gives me any
Are
compliments.
you ignoring me or something? I just said there's an emergency.
I'm not ignoring you, dear. I'm not. I just like you caught me off guard. Okay, so I can't. Just because Neva is hilarious when she's mad at me, I can't help it. I have to. Someone overcook a potato in the
That's
microwave.
hilarious. You're a real comedian. You know that?
I
Now
know.
get your ass to the repair bay. Go!
Oh, that's it. She's just like out of the dialogue tree. Hey, let's level up. I knew I was on the cusp, and I also got like 20 grand credits for that. Eye of the Storm, is that a brand new quest and everything? It sure is. Oh boy, we're getting into it now. Well, she says it's an emergency, so I'm not gonna dilly dally. Let's just let's launch right into it. Make this an exciting 2 videos. This is for sure the big conclusion to the pirate faction quest. So, yep, he's in there with Jazz, all right. Let's see what's up.
And you are sure we will have those defense batteries up and running?
No.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
not sure. They're in bad shape, Del. Really bad shape. I'm
Defensive
already
batteries,
using
huh?
duct tape and spit to keep the station from falling apart, and you want me to pull a rabbit out of my hat?
I don't want to hear excuses. I want to hear that it's going to be fixed. Period. Get it done.
All right. I'm on it.
You want to quit standing there and hand over the conduction grid data?
Dude, he is always so impatient and rude, just all the time. Like, I'll tell you that throughout this quest, Delgado has continued to rub me the wrong way. Him and Neva both are just like so tightly wound that I just can't like every other pirate character I've met besides those two, I've grown to love. But them two continue to like they're the type of people in real life that make me uncomfortable because they're always so high strung. Yeah, so they're like, I'm gonna ask this, but it's pretty clear. They found out about somehow. They found out. It seems they haven't found out I'm a mole. It seems they haven't found out I'm a undercover agent, which is surprising. I thought for sure that this is when that other shoe was gonna drop, and I was gonna have to like race them to get to Crix's legacy before they could. But it sounds like that other shoe hasn't dropped, but it does sound like they maybe know that the UC Navy is preparing an assault on the key, which is kind of my doing, so whoops. What's this about defensive
Nothing
batteries?
you need to worry about.
I'm
Stay
worried,
in your
though.
own space lane and let Jazz do her damn job. Now, do you have what we sent you to Neon for, or not?
I can't believe Bro really said stay in your own space lane. What a line. I don't know about that one, writers. That's a little on the nose. King, this wasn't easy, you know. I don't know what you're talking about. It's right here.
Perfect. I'll take that.
Dependable as always. Unlike some people we know.
Yeah,
Oh,
so about
that's
that
real funny.
dependability.
All right, listen up because I don't want to repeat this twice. We've gotten word that UC Sistef is massing somewhere nearby for an attack. While we prepare for their arrival, I
They
want you
started
to head
assembling
straight
the
for
troops
Bannock
without
4
letting me know
and bring
they were doing
Crix's
that.
legacy home.
Wait, really? UC Sistef is about to attack, and you want me to? Oh, you gotta stop yourself. You gotta stop yourself, Eared. You gotta read the dialogue options they give you before you start complaining. It does seem like his priorities are out of whack, right? Why is Crix? Yeah, like, I'd rather stay here and fight. Yeah, like, okay. So we've got, how do you know that Sistef is massing for an attack? Why is Crix's legacy so important? Yeah, like, if they're going to end up destroyed potentially by the UC Navy, like who care? Like at that point, what does Crix's legacy matter? More money is not going to help them.
You want to space out? Do it on your own time.
Yeah, we all know you're a dick, Delgado. You've made that very clear. I'd rather stay here and fight. Tell me exactly what you need me to do. I'll prep my ship immediately. All right. How do you know that SysDef is massing for an attack?
I have a very reliable source at Mast.
Excuse me.
They were so concerned that the threat was real, they actually jumped the information out to us right away.
Interesting. So he doesn't have a source in UC SysDef. Otherwise, I would have long ago been in trouble. But he does have a very quote-unquote very reliable source at UC Mast that was so sure this attack was going to happen that they, hurried up and got him the info. It's really interesting. I'm really curious who his source is at Mast and if we'll ever find that out. I know Commander Kibwe. Why am I forgetting his name almost on? I know that he's been in contact with Mast, and they're finally starting to put the wheels in motion for this attack. So it makes sense that Delgado would have caught on with his source.
You better start talking.
Why is Crix's legacy so important?
Oh my God! Haven't you been paying attention? The only reason half the fleet's captains haven't scattered across the settled systems is because they're waiting for their part of the score. No money means no protection. No protection means we are done when SysDef arrives. Simple enough for you?
I guess. I mean, so you're saying that like this organization, the Red Fleet, is so fragile that it's basically falling apart without this big score to unite them again. I'd rather stay here and fight. I mean, I guess I feel like I would choose this option if I was genuinely in the pirate faction at this point and not an undercover agent that's actually helping them prepare for this assault. But me being out of here when they attack is probably good on all fronts. So tell me exactly what you need me to do.
Lay it out, Jess.
All right, first things first. I'm gonna upload this data you snagged from Generdyne into the Keys databanks.
Okay.
All you need to do is build and then install a conduction grid module onto your ship. Oh, and if you haven't already, you'll need the comm spike module installed as well.
Once your ship is ready,
did that.
Jump out to Bannock 4, board the Legacy, and bring us the cash.
Sounds simple enough. Where do I build these ship modules?
Everything you'll need for
Jazz,
ship
obviously.
repair and construction is down in Jazz's section of the key. If you have any questions
What do you mean
about
down
the
in?
modules,
We're there right now.
she'll
We're
have all the
standing in that
answers.
section. What if nothing's there when I get to Bannock 4?
You better pray that isn't the case, because that means we are done. As in, no more Crimson Fleet.
Oh, darn. No more Crimson Fleet. That's definitely not my secret objective as an undercover agent here for SysDef. That would be such a shame. Sounds simple enough.
Nothing around here is simple.
Nah,
Dell's
dang it.
right. You have to follow these steps carefully, or don't bother coming back. After you board the Legacy, be on the lookout for 2 transfer modules. They're special keys that allow access to the ship's vault. Once you locate the vault's control center, hook up the data core I'm gonna give you, and download everything they've got.
And before you get any bright ideas, like running off with the money, that currency is going to be heavily encrypted. Only a genius like Shinya will be able to crack that encryption. So bring it back here right away.
I see. I was honestly like, yeah, running away with the money sounds like a great idea considering I'm an undercover agent. I'm definitely not coming back here, but why will I need 2 transfer modules to open
Because
the
those
vault?
Galbank ships were carrying so much money they didn't even trust their own crew.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, I just realized the game volume was up really high. Hopefully everyone was able to hear me so far. What if Shinya can't crack the encryption?
That would be a first. I have yet to see encrypted currency that Shinya could not manipulate within hours. I mean, the guy plugs his body directly into his mainframe. He eats, breathes, and shits numbers all day. Nah, I'm not worried about him.
Okay. Of course I'll bring it here. I'm not a traitor. You can count on me.
I sure hope so.
Jeez,
Look,
Delgado. No faith in me
I'm
after
gonna
all
make
we've been
this
through.
real simple for you. If that money ends up anywhere but the key, I will hunt you down and pry it out of your dead hands myself. Now get
Jeez, no
moving.
trust. I've earned no trust. Despite all this. The construction grid module is now available at the ship services tech. Okay. Is there more to Crix's legacy than just the money?
The Crimson Fleet isn't really a fleet. It's an ideal. A principle that Crix sought to set up so that pirates didn't infight over scraps. Over time, that notion has been lost. Captains have been turning their backs on the fleet, doing jobs on the side, killing each other. Bringing Crix's legacy back to the fleet would be like validating everything Jasper Crix believed in. And I'm certain it would unify us once again. Of course, it wouldn't exactly hurt to have all that extra money at our disposal. But I think you catch my meaning.
Do. It's very interesting. So like what I said before is true. Like the fleet is fracturing. I feel like Crix had a good notion of like uniting them all together so they're not like infighting over little, table scraps, basically making them a force to be reckoned with. One so powerful that UC...
You better start talking.
The UC created a separate branch of the military specifically to deal with them. But at the same time, at their core, it's an organization around, built around the concept of greed and selfishness and what have you. No matter what you do, that type of organization is going to eventually fracture and fall apart. Who are these can't speak. Who are these captains you keep mentioning?
You've met some of them already. Mathis Castillo, Yevgeny Rokov, Juan Dayan,
Mathis is a
Stel
captain
Vincent,
now?
and Adler Kemp. They might feel
What
like
about me?
independents
When do
to
I
you,
get my promotion?
But each one of them has a stake in the Crimson Fleet, and each one of them wants a cut of the wealth. I am sending
the
word
heck?
out to every able-bodied captain that they
Can't
are
believe
needed.
Mathis got
We'll
promoted
see how
before
many
me.
answer the call.
What's your biggest worry regarding the upcoming attack?
The toughest nut to crack is if UC Sistef brings in the Vigilance. That Commander Ikande has himself a hell of a ship there. Advanced shield tech, bristling with weapons. I would love to see that thing burn. If we hope to stand a chance against it, we need those defensive batteries and Crix's legacy.
Yeah, about that, I think they
you
recently
trying to
upgraded their
waste my
shields. Don't
time?
ask me how I know that. No, I'm not trying to waste your time. You really need to calm the shit down. You're annoying, buddy. All right, I mean, no more
Get your
dialogue.
ass to
So.
Bannock 4. I'm busy. Make it come back with Crix's legacy. Or don't come back at all.
God, he's so freaking high strung. Jasmine, let me talk to someone who's much chiller than
I
him.
need to get those
I
defensive
need a break
batteries
from his
online,
nonsense.
so make this fast.
Oh God, now you're high strung. I mean, this is actually the last option I need to choose because I need to use the ship builder to add that thing to my ship. But what can you tell me about the Key's defensive batteries?
There are 3 defensive batteries, basically high-powered military space turrets, triangulated around the key. They were part of the UC's original defenses for the station. Pretty effective, too. Can put some serious hurt on enemy spacecraft. The good news is that the batteries have an incredibly wide field of coverage, so they can pick off ships trying to reach the key from any vector. The bad news
Yeah, I
is
found
that
that
they're
out when I came here
100-year-old
before.
tech. They keep breaking down and are expensive as hell to keep operational.
Right, so it really was like 100 years ago. Or, well, the tech's 100 years old, but it was a long time ago that Crix took over the key to the embarrassment of the UC. how will the conduction grid module help me get to the legacy? I mean, that's super obvious, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
Well, you already know that the conduction grid does a pretty nifty trick. It absorbs extreme voltage and converts it to usable power on neon.
Uh-huh.
The version for your ship can still absorb incoming electrical energy, like, say, the EM field surrounding Bannock 4, but it can't store the power. Instead, it just scatters the EM harmlessly away from the hull, insulating you from frying every circuit aboard. As a nice side effect, I'm betting the module will make your ship somewhat EM weapon resistant and boost its shield regen. Lucky you.
Nice. I love bonuses. How will the ComSpec module help me find the legacy?
The ComSpec traces and decrypts coded signals. As long as you have the transponder ID, you can track pretty much anything. That file you lifted from the Galbank archives contained the Legacy's transponder code, which I'll program into your nav system. All you have to do is get within the vicinity of Bannock 4, and the ComSpec will automatically point you to the target. Cute toy, huh?
It's occurring to me that I'm really glad I did this faction quest because, I'm really glad the game sort of forces you to stumble upon it. Boy, was I complaining when they forced a bounty on my head, but I'm getting all these like awesome upgrades to my ship that I can't imagine you get in any other way in the game. Like, there's no other way to access these, I'm pretty sure.
Not a problem. Conduction grid data is all set up in the system, so should be an easy install.
Yeah, she literally did nothing but stand here, but she's already developed a conduction grid like tech for my ship. But we're gonna ignore that plot hole for now, even though I just came back with that data. I'd like to be able to modify my ships.
Yeah, nothing like changing it up to make a ship feel new again.
There's the jazz I know and love. Alright. Ship builder. I've already got my scan jammer and ComSpec installed. Where am I actually gonna... Oh, I know. Okay, no problem. Add. I assume this is under tech. Equipment. Right. Conduction grid. Nice. Reduces EM damage by 50% and increases shield regeneration by 25%. That is really good. Yeah. I think I'm going to be able to attach that right here. Yeah. Let's just for... I know this is silly, because it's adding an extra massive one to my ship, but... Symmetry is important. Maybe later in the game we'll get some other little doodad to put on our ship. Yeah, I've got the scan jammer on the ship now in case I ever want that in the future. So, feeling really good. Feeling really good about this. Of course, it's going to move all my shit to the cargo hold again, annoyingly, but yeah, sounds good. Install both the ComSpec and the body blah. All right, thank you, Jazz. Anything else?
Have somewhere to be? This is it. Don't screw this up.
Oh, right. Jesus, everyone's high-strung now. Okay, I get it.
Need something?
Let's go check in with Shinya.
So there I am. You see security on my tail, and my grab drive.
Voss, because I haven't talked to him in a long time. Ever since I first got here.
Piracy missions are always a healthy source of income.
Excuse me. Can I get some details on these smuggling jobs? What can you tell me about these piracy missions? How standard are these theft?
Be seeing you.
I can just ask him about the stuff on the mission board, but I'm not going to actually do any of those missions, so...
strong enough to knock me out.
I'm sure he does. Yeah, Bog. Let's go check in with Bog. Like, I know this might be...
just need to unload some junk. Head to the depot.
Frustrating to watch, but like I'm pretty sure I'm never gonna be able to come back to the key. In fact, I might go buy those weapons now, the named weapons that that merchant's selling on the key, just to have them for my collection, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to come back here later.
GK says junk was bulletproof. I've
Are
got
there
a
any
booking
named
ring
NPCs
that
in
is
here I can
otherwise.
recruit to my crew besides the one I already have? I don't think so. We'll do a quick look around for that also. There's Jessamine. She's already on my crew, so I don't have to worry about that. I know I ended up not liking her, so. Oh, there's Neva.
The fleet's the only family you need.
Alright, Neva's at the bar but doesn't want to talk to
You
me.
and me, we're gonna
Oh,
rock
there's
this
Mathis.
place. I hope the fleet knows how lucky they are to have us.
Yeah, I hear you already got promoted to a captain.
Energy weapons. Nothing to
Rude.
Are you looking to start something? Smuggling it's a real job.
Considering he's only in the fleet because of me, I'm a little annoyed that
No
he got
matter what,
promo.
I've got your back.
Yeah?
UC'll never crush the fleet. They'd have to catch us first.
Yeah, oh yeah, they'll never crush the fleet. Definitely not about to happen as soon as I conclude this mission. Alright. I've done my rounds. Time to talk to
You
Bog.
look like you could use. Last Lover never closes, so come back anytime.
Too many missions.
Actually.
Don't
enough
forget
time.
Maddie's ring. Plenty of options to...
Ammo? That's funny. He sells shotgun shells in case you know, need it. Where's the Bog's Brew thing? Oh, here it is. Bob's Grog. Carry capacity and O2 recovery. I'm gonna buy like a couple more of those because I don't think I'll ever be able to buy them again.
See you next time.
Alright. Alright, enough lollygag, and I think it's time to, what is our, oh, the commander wants me to check in. Of course they don't want me to just go get Crix's legacy and call it a day. I now have the proper modules installed on my ship to penetrate the EM field surrounding Bannock 4. Before I proceed to Bannock 4, I should report my progress to Commander Ikonde at the Vigilance. Here's a fun idea. What if, hypothetically, what if I went to Bannock 4 on my own without checking in at the UC Vigilance? Like, what if... Oh, they are nearby. They're over in Carl Sagan. Where is Bannock anyway? I keep meaning to, like, take note of where that planet, like, what the name of that planet is and go check it out on my own. But now, especially now that I have the right modules installed on my ship and everything, yeah, we have to go to Serpentis at some time. At some point, because I'm sure, well, I'm not sure, but it'd be nice if there was some, like, House Varun shit going on over there. Them worshipping the Great Serpent and all, it would make kind of sense. Makes some kind of sense. Bannock. Wherefore art thou, Bannock? Okay. You're getting so... ooh. Okay. I just saved, so... Oh, that's Bannock 4, this gas giant here. Yeah, so it is the one I've been to before. So I went here just doing surveys of star systems, right? You can see I've already scanned 3 out of 4 planets here in the Bannock system. And I went to this gas giant because gas giants are always easy surveys because you just scan them and you're done. I went to this gas giant and my ship got like almost instantly destroyed just from being in orbit of it. But I assume that won't happen now. Yeah, this. See how the Alright, so basically what is happening now happened to me before, but it like wrecked my ship's health. It just did me like crazy hull damage, like really fast. But the game's letting me fly around without taking damage now, thanks to that module I installed. Oh. Oh no, that's the planet. Yeah, it's just not going to give me the signal until I'm at that point in the quest, unfortunately, it looks like. That would have been fun, though. Whoops. Should damage my shields. Probably should be shenaniganing. Alright, well I think we've established the game's not going to let me skip ahead, so. To the UC Vigilance for our, what I assume is our final or penultimate check-in with the commander. Oh my god, I just had a revelation. I can't believe I didn't think of this before. But I did get a new piece of evidence. I got a piece of evidence as part of that Neon mission.
Want to do it again, just for fun?
So, oh my god.
No? Maybe later.
I sometimes forget how fast my ship is. And I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna chat with people once I get to the other side of this jump. But then suddenly, next thing I know, I'm like flying at breakneck speed past the UC. Oh god, for a minute there I thought I was gonna accidentally destroy it. Or accidentally attack it. Sorry, my brain's all over the place right
the
now.
airlock and move.
As soon as Bear's done complimenting me, I'm okay. I found a piece of evidence during that Neon mission, so even though I got enough pieces of evidence to make that objective disappear to gather evidence, it does seem like I'm not done yet. Which is interesting, or that there's at least there's a possibility for more. So I'm curious how the game's gonna respond to that. Is it gonna let me turn it into Toft, or is Toft just not gonna be completely disinterested now that we've gotten her full story? Anyway, we're definitely going to the brig first because Juan's gonna be there, I believe. I don't think she's gonna be as understanding.
Mole.
Pardon?
Got it, Alex.
How's the pirating business? See ya.
Yes, what? Howdy.
I appreciate you bringing me that on, as you were.
Yeah, bringing you that log has it bugged out, so I can't put it on display, which is kind of a shame. Right, there's Rakov. Oh yeah, there's Juan.
Well, this is a surprise. I have to say I did not see this coming. And I pride myself on being able to spot a liar.
Do you hear that? I think it's the world's tiniest violin. Missed opportunity to say Starfields. It doesn't matter. You're gonna end up in here regardless. I understand if you're upset.
Oh, I am. Believe me, as any falsely accused person would be. I've always been careful when it comes to my business, so don't be surprised when your case falls apart.
Any trial of a Crimson Fleet captain won't be fair to deal with it. That's not for me to decide. Yeah, I'm not really that allied with this stuff, so.
Oh, but it is. I imagine, evidence aside, it's your testimony that will have the most weight.
Oh, do I get to do that?
I don't know if you're here to get a rise out of me, but it won't work. I'll tell you the same thing I told your
to see what
commander.
dialogue you had.
I'm innocent, and I welcome the opportunity to prove it.
Okay. Where did Sistef arrest
The
you?
New Atlantis spaceport. The Swan was surrounded the moment we touched down.
Oh.
Given all the heat around SY-920, I thought it best to land under an alias, but Sistef was already wise to the name change.
What happened to the crew of the Jade
Thanks
Swan?
to you, probably in some interrogation room back on New Atlantis. But they've been with me from the beginning. Good luck getting any of them to talk.
I did you a favor putting you in here because Sistef's taking down the Crimson Fleet.
You did yourself a favor. I just happened to be in your way. But there's still time for you to change your mind. The score the fleet's aiming for will be foolish to pass up. Sistef really doesn't suit you.
Oh, that's. I actually
get an
take
Alpha
that as
Centauri
the
from
highest
Officer Petrosian
compliment.
the other
Thank
day.
you for saying that.
Takes his job very seriously.
I don't feel very comfortable with this faction either. You're still in the dark, huh, Austin? They have so many cells here. I wonder if at like some point they were planning on making this a longer quest line. Hello? Who the fuck? Larry Dombrowski. You've probably been up here in this corner for a while, Larry. I'm sorry I've been ignoring you.
Salutations. I assume you're here to commemorate my terrible misfortune?
I assume you mean the fact that you incriminated yourself with the audio recording.
Yes, the infamous evidence that you procured. Bravo, detective. Allow me to congratulate you on your sleuthing skills. That recording was
This
quite
feels
fine.
like sarcasm.
I must admit that I was short-sighted when it came to Ms. Swift's ingenuity. I shall not make that same mistake twice.
I'm here to catch up on old times.
Excellent. Well, as much as I detest being the bearer of bad news, I have to disclose that you're wasting your time. You see, this imprisonment is merely an insignificant hindrance. I don't foresee being incarcerated in perpetuity. In fact, I would wager that my legal team will have my release expedited within the month.
Yeah, my girl Juan feels the same way about it. How will your legal team possibly get you out of this mess?
I only had the time to explain the wondrous loopholes of the UC's justice system. Do you honestly think that I'd embark on an endeavor with Miss Swift and Mr. Vera without a legal exit strategy at my disposal? I can
No,
assure
you seem like a planner.
I won't be imprisoned aboard the Vigilance for an inordinately extended period of time.
I'm glad you feel so confident about this. It was still worth knocking you off your pedestal. Ruining your reputation was punishment enough. I doubt that very much.
I assure you I'm speaking the truth. But there's no call for disappointment. Due to your actions, my tenure with Galbank has been terminated and several million credits in fines are being levied against me. The
It's rough,
day
man.
is yours, Agent. You should be proud.
Okay, thank you. You're taking all this remarkably well.
Well, why shouldn't I? I was bested by your actions, therefore I should suffer the consequences. There's no need for me to dwell on the past. Well, enough idle banter. I've taken up more than my share of your valuable time. Honestly, this interaction has been quite pleasurable. Do feel free to stop by and gloat at any time. Good day.
Okay, Larry. Yeah, good day. Good day to you too. Okay. Anything new to say to me, Armin?
As a former convict, you've seen the... You're dismissed.
Sorry, I'm going to be checking with everyone a lot because this is maybe the last time I'll be on board the UC Vigilance. I think it's pretty clear who I'm going to be checking in with next, since I've said that.
Sometimes we'll take the long-range fighters out for grav jump and patrol high-traffic orbitals for fleet.
Drank too much coffee last night. I need to swap shifts.
Alright, let's do a save before we go into this room. Now, the time before last I came in here, he pulled me into a conversation before I was ready. Last time I came in here, well, let's just walk up.
All support ships have arrived, Commander.
Shit. Sorry about that. That probably came through the mic. My cats are having a tiff. I'm going to have to go deal with that real quick. All right, girl, come on. Okay. Sorry for the delay. I'm going to actually load my game because they started some story-related dialogue as soon as I walked up to them, and I don't want to miss it because I was distracted by my stupid fur babies causing trouble. All right, let's try this again.
All support ships have arrived, Commander.
Good. After we're done here, arrange a briefing. I want all of their CEOs over here as soon as possible.
Yes, sir.
This stupid NPC had random NPC dialogue when I was trying to listen to this. Again, developers, put dialogue prioritization code in your games. Like, it can't be that hard to program. Like, if these guys are saying something story related over here,
I guess now's not the time.
this NPC should be prevented from triggering her random happen to be near me dialogue. You know? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You need to clear that through the proper channels.
You are very brave to do what you do.
Javanta! So happy to see you again. You have any new dialogue for me, dear?
We need to make sure all the data servers are online too. Don't be a stranger.
I will definitely not be a stranger. I'm sad you don't have any new dialogue, but I'll check in with you again before I leave. Don't worry.
I had the record for fleet kills.
I want to try this
those
first.
pirates couldn't have been easy.
Anything new to report?
Just hold out a little longer, and you'll be back with the good guys soon enough.
Just waiting for all the random NPCs that are standing around, whose dialogues get automatically triggered whenever I walk near them, to shut up so I can... All right, are you familiar with the Key's defenses?
Anything you can tell us would be helpful.
They're rounding up as many captains as they can to bulk up their fleet. Jasmine Durand is trying to get the Key's defensive batteries online.
Damn it. I was afraid of that. I'll warn our ships to use looser formations.
Hopefully Durand isn't as clever as she thinks she is, or you can help us take the batteries down when the attack begins. Was that all?
Yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to help you guys. They're rounding up as many captains as they can to bulk up their fleet.
I heard they even sent word to some of the contacts you met. They're writing an awful lot of checks they can't cover without Crix's legacy, but we'll be ready for them. Anything else?
That's it for now.
Okay, well, if anything else springs to mind before you leave, please let me know.
Please don't kick me out of your dialogue tree. I had more stuff I wanted to say. Will you be able to decrypt Crix's legacy once I bring him back to the Vigilance?
Even as long ago as the Narian War, Galbank used an extremely potent level of encryption on their currency. Unfortunately, the unlocked ciphers are lost to time. However, if you can bring us one of Galbank's old transfer modules, I know it would help. Don't worry, I'm sure some of the techs at MAST will be able to work with whatever you bring to reverse the encryption.
Yeah, I mean, you guys don't need to, right, though? Like, you don't need to get the money. What are you going to do? Return it to Galbank if you successfully recover it? I can't imagine you guys can just keep it for profit. I have evidence for you.
Glad to hear it. Let's see what you got.
Grab this from a Generdyne executive's office. Pretty damning stuff.
Benjamin Bayou, pride of the Free Star Collective. The authorities there have been trying to nail him for a long time.
Yeah, please forward this
Bringing
to
us
them.
proof that he's been manipulating Generdyne from the shadows is pretty tasty stuff. The FC will pay dearly for this.
No, just give it
Good
to them.
job.
Come on, I'm a Free Star
Have any
Ranger.
more?
It's so rude. I mean, part of me wishes I'd gone to the head of the Free Star Rangers and seen if I was able to hand it in to him. But knowing how video games work, I feel like the chances of that are none to slim. So, no reason to waste people's time trying to do something weird like that and work around. That's all I have for now.
Fine. I know there's more out there, so keep on it.
You still know there's more out there? Are you sure? Because your whole quest line with that isn't even on my quest log anymore. Alright, I'll keep my eye out. I have a feeling I'm on the last mission, so I probably missed something somewhere.
Let me know if you need anything else.
Alright, Commander. Let's hear it.
There you are. Where have you been?
Excuse me? I've been busy doing my job. What's the emergency?
We're about to pull the trigger on the largest scale operation in UC SysDev history. All
God,
of
now
our
he's
ships,
high-strung.
personnel, and resources have been waiting for your report. Lives are potentially hanging in the balance. So you'll have to forgive me for being so impatient when I ask where the hell you've been.
Thought I'd take a detour on my way back. You know, sightsee a bit. I've been risking my damn life to bring down the fleet.
Don't mistake what you're doing as some sort of heroic gesture. We're all risking our lives here. I've received the reports about your little
Wow,
foray
you're a
into
dick all of a
Generdyne.
sudden.
Last piece of the puzzle before you go after Crix's legacy. Which means it's time to put all the cards on the table and prepare to attack the key.
Oh, man. Does this choice carry weight? I'm not sure. I'm not sure attacking them is the best course
That's
of
the
action.
only course of action. There's no scenario here where the fleet will be allowed to continue. Before you jump to Bannock 4, I need to make one thing abundantly clear. The credits from that Galbank transport cannot reach the fleet. You have to bring them here at all costs. If Delgado gains access to those resources, we might be touching off a battle we can't possibly win.
Oh,
We've
so
been
that's
monitoring
where
the
the
Crimson
decision
Fleet's
comes
comm
in.
chatter in the Crix system. They're gathering allies by making promises based on your success.
As much as I hate
Yeah,
to admit
I
it,
told you that. I told you that
UC
2
won't
minutes ago.
stand a chance. The fleet will become stronger and more unified than ever.
I suppose running off with the money and keeping it for myself is out of
I'm pretty
question.
sure you're joking. But just in case you're fishing for what I'd say, I can tell you this. That money doesn't belong to you, or the Crimson Fleet, or even UC SysDef. It was for war reparations and belongs to the people. Allowing Delgado to get Crix's legacy or keeping it for yourself would have extremely serious repercussions.
Well, I'm all about war reparations, but war reparations for who? You mean it's going to the Freestar Collective? Or do you mean it's going to the already, like, overfunded United Colonies? Because we could use a budget to hire more Rangers. So no pressure then. I'm not going to let you down. I'll bring Crix's legacy back to the Vigilance. I'm just going to say I'm not going to let you down.
You're not doing it for me. You're doing it for the security of the settled systems.
Oh my god. Brother.
All right. I guess this is it. Do whatever prep you need to do aboard the Vigilance, and then head out to Bannock 4. When you return here with Crix's legacy, we'll begin the attack. Good luck.
No, so if I just never return here, you won't attack. How did you convince the UC to authorize an attack?
The evidence you've been bringing to Lieutenant Toft has been instrumental in convincing the brass at Mast to greenlight the attack.
Okay.
They've sent us support ships, extra troops, weapons. All on account of your role in the operation. To put it simply,
yeah, and I didn't hear a
you,
thank you. I just
this
heard
operation would be at
craziness.
a standstill.
Well, I guess that was kind of a thank you, but I had to ask an extra dialogue thing to even get it. What will happen to Crix's legacy after I bring it to UC stuff? Yeah, I want more details on this.
During the end of the Narian War, the money was destined to bolster the Freestar Collective's coffers. Even though we were rivals at the time, and I suppose we still are to some extent, the credits still rightfully belong to their people. After the money is turned over to Mast, I'm certain arrangements will be made to return the money to the proper authorities in Aquila City.
How about I just bring it directly to the authorities at Aquila City? How about that? I mean, besides that part about bringing it to Mast first, that definitely gets me on board. I am all for that as, like, that is an admirable goal. And I'm glad the commander, that's at least his plans for it. I like that. I like that a lot.
Good luck.
That's a Freestar system.
I like that quite a lot.
Still, if pirates are involved, shouldn't we go after them?
I'm Freestar 3. I wish they'd give me a Freestar Cellular dialogue there, because that would have been a perfect time for it. Javanta, this might be the last time we speak, so I'm just here to say goodbye. It's been a true pleasure getting to know you over the course of this mission, and I'm very sad that this might be our last chance, but I did want to give you a proper goodbye before I just...
I've given every Model A on this ship a name and a backstory.
Yeah, can we, I think this is my last mission for UC Sys stuff, but after all is said and done, can we meet up somewhere for coffee? I would love to hear about the names and backstories you've given to the Model A's. You're just such a lovely girl. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Javanta. Okay.
Wherever the Crimson Fleet go, we'll follow.
I'm gonna go talk to that
Sometimes we'll
NPC
take the long-range
one more
fighters
time,
out for grav jump and patrol high-traffic orbitals for fleet.
because I feel like he has annoyingly no dialogue, basically.
I woke up in the middle of the night once and found Ensign Betty tinkering with some machine.
All right. Oh, later, Gator. All right. Okay. Oh, shoot. I meant to click the cockpit button, but I clicked the board button instead. Oh, well. It basically brings me to the cockpit.
Did you need something?
Just one ladder away. Alright, so this will have fudged my... Yeah, I knew it would. Alright, let's fix this real quick. Take all. Yes. Here's the ship parts back. I really don't like that the game does this every time you modify your ship. Like, if you haven't changed the cargo capacity of your ship, in fact, not even that, like, I get that, like, if you, like, I guess what they're imagining is that people are going to, like, use items from the game to decorate their ship, which I can see that. That's why they move all the items on the ship to your cargo hold, so that if you change, like, one of the hab modules or something like that, one of the interior spaces, or rearrange it, it doesn't mess things up. But my opinion is that they should have at least made it so that if you don't make changes to the interior layout of your ship at all, like if you're just slapping a comm spike on the roof of your ship, there's no reason for them to, like, still move everything on your whole ship into the hold. It's really annoying. It really is. It's also an exploit. Like, I know they love plugging exploits in this game, but there's definitely an exploit involved here because, like, I think that's how I ended up with 2 broken Constellation helmets. Is because there's a bunch of, like, basic decorations that come with the interior modules. Oh, is it filled? All right, let me see. Let's take the stolen amp back. What else do I have a bunch of? 34 CQBs. 31 heart pluses. Yeah, I'll take like 4 of these into my inventory. Oh, these only increase melee damage? These are kind of dumb. I might actually... I'm going to take 30 of them out. And we'll sell those. Yeah, hold on to these zipper bandages, though. Yeah, because look at this. See how I'm, like, super over-encumbered? It's because of this shit. Portable desk fan, Egmont, fire extinguisher, mustard microvase. All this stuff is just stuff that was like decoration on my ship that it like stripped out of my ship and then replaced with the exact same items. Just because I added that thing to the roof or wherever I added it to. Annoying. I gotta go do some inventory management now before I can even proceed with this mission.
Ship's clear. It's just us among the stars again, Captain.
All right. So I'm going to go back to the key. Because it's honestly the best place in the game to do inventory management. Going to be sad to lose that, but I might as well take advantage of it one last time. A little bit of stuttering there. I did today restart my game before I started recording.
Our tiny tin can of fragile humans has survived being hurtled through space once more.
So I should be good to go today. No crashes, hopefully. I got a really runny nose today, so I keep having to mute my mic to blow my nose. I'm trying to do it at non-disruptive
complete.
points.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, thanks, Barrett. All right, let's go. I'm gonna make this inventory management really quick. Just gonna do the very essentials.
Those crabs ain't gonna steal themselves.
Hey, Neva. Oh, Neva, you have anything to say to me before I embark on this
We'll
mission?
have the whole settled systems on the run someday.
All right, no, she has just her generic dialogues. That's fine.
Yeah?
Every time I see Radley smile, I want to punch him in the face.
Are you looking to
Oh yeah, you. I almost forgot.
I'll finish.
Let's talk
Weapons
to you
for
sure.
all occasions. If your credits are good.
Right, she has these named weapons. Fury, Feather, Pirate Legend. What would be the grand total for that? 22,000. This is the expensive one here. It's about 55,000 credits if I wanted to have them all. I mean, I like them because they're all rifles, but I'm never going to use any of these. God, I wish they weren't so expensive. It's how expensive they are that gives me real pause here. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to get a chance to buy them again, but at the same time, like, 55,000 credits hurts. Yeah, let's just sell. I'm gonna abandon them. As much as it pains me. Oh. Well, I guess I'll hold on to that one for now. Those deep mining spacesuits and helmets are not worth picking up for the weight. Need to keep that in mind in future. Oh, whoops. Here, I'll sell you the rest of my miscellaneous crap. She's going to be overstocked with office supplies.
Need more weapons or ammo? Come see me. I don't need. I hope you actually need. Just to make it quick.
Just doing a quick check to see if there's anything worth grabbing while I'm here. No, that's okay. But I can sell stuff here. What else do I have, actually? Am I done? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I keep ending up with a bunch of iron and, like, junk. Guess I'll just hold on to this all for now. I can't imagine I'm going to be picking up too much stuff on this last leg of the mission.
Whatever.
Okay.
You want to survive?
What do you got?
You buy from me. I'm sure I got something to suit.
I just want a reminder, see if he has anything interesting here. What's weapons? Oh, just the cutter. I can get the pirate spacesuits here up to advanced. Actually, this is actually like a side grade to what I'm wearing right now, surprisingly. It's not bad. Advanced bounty hunter spacesuit. But I can buy the bounty hunter stuff anywhere. Okay. Apparel? Did I buy this stuff yet? I feel like I probably have, but let's buy a pirate crew outfit and a pirate swashbuckler gear. Just for the collection. Oh, actually. I just noticed he had miscellaneous. Whoa! 14 digipicks? Yeah, okay. Thank you. Won't be running out of those anytime soon. Obviously, of course the pirates are going to be like the best digipic vendors in the game. I should have figured that out long ago. So, alright, Jazz. It's been a pleasure knowing you. I'm going to be really sad when I can't get your ship services anymore. But I think I've bought all the pirate exclusive things from her already, so time to go.
Rook.
Oh my god. People need to stop calling me Rook. Just so everyone knows, the reason I'm betraying the pirates in the end is because everyone kept calling me Rook, and it finally got to me. It's my story, and I'm sticking to
it. Ships separated. Engaging drive.
I like how I'm at 0 speed, so I'm just like chilling here next to the key. Alright, to Bannock 4 we go, right? I should now proceed to Bannock 4, the location of the Galbank Transport Legacy.
Switching grab drive to normal propulsion.
Alright, let's see. Board the Galbank Transport Legacy. Okay, if you say so, game. Where is it, though? Unknown signal. I see. Alright. Oh, shit. Oh, wait, no. I'm good. Thought I accidentally passed by it with my speedy ship. Oh, it's 4,000 meters away. I guess I can go a little faster in that case. There she blows. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was weird. Wow, look at this thing.
Air pressure,
now,
seals, ship integrity, all good. Docking
I
is
feel like
complete.
if I don't talk about
Good
this,
work,
it's
Captain.
gonna drive me crazy, but has anyone else watching this or playing through the game themselves noticed the enormous plot hole here? There's like a really bad plot hole that I was hoping would get resolved by the time we got to this point in the game, but it looks like it's not going to. Did anyone else spot it? Presumably the technology I installed on my ship is going to extend around the Legacy so that I don't turn into a puddle when I leave my ship in the middle of this enormous EM field, right? But did they ever mention that, like, as part of the plan? Because, like, maybe Jazz did, actually, now that I think about it. I don't know. I don't know. It seems to me like that wouldn't work, considering I had to install it directly on my ship and everything. But, if it works, it works. Locate the Vault Control Center.
Warning, an emergency lockdown is in effect.
Uh-huh. Yeah, all the robots realistically should be completely fried on board the ship, so that's what I'm expecting to find. Dock ship information. Ship registry unknown, captain unknown, transponder code, handshake unavailable, ship status unknown. Nice. Status occupied, clearance entry permitted, okay. This is another location I doubt I'll ever be able to return to, so we're going to be very careful looking around here. Unoccupied ready, clearance sealed. Not applicable, not applicable, not applicable. I'm just curious if we're going to find, like, Crix's ship docked in one of the docking ports. That's what I thought we might find, but no. Not occupied. Holy Jesus. There's a turret here. Oh, here too. Already destroyed. Okay, I like that. The game wants me to go upstairs, so we're gonna, of course, not do that. Always cracks me up a little bit when they make you use a digipick and solve a puzzle, and they award you with a digipick. Like, really? Really, game? Is that my prize? Oh, I love how parts of the ship are just, like, caved in and destroyed. That means they're gonna make this semi-linear for me, and I do love that. I don't want to waste too much time searching around this place. But I want to find, like, Crix's ship docked somewhere, or maybe Crix's body, Crix's corpse. I want some sort of resolution to the fact that he just vanished while he was searching for this place. What the heck? Oh, a turret. That's clearly the correct way to go, so let's go this way. Emergency. Execute safety protocols immediately. This is not a drill. Yeah, I'll say not. System error. Critical compute error. All processes must be terminated immediately. Memory dump complete. Uh-oh. Memory dump. That might... Hello. That might put a crimp in our plans. Shit, I need to be very careful searching this place because there's no way I'm going to come back here later and look at this awesome lore dump we're about to get.
Crew recording initiated.
Hello? Hello? Engineer's message said they set up some kind of a recording system. Well, the red light is on, so I guess it's working. It's been a few days since I docked with the Legacy. For the time being, I'm stuck here. Every system on my ship, including the prototype shielding, is completely burned out. It's unlikely it'll ever fly again.
Oh, man.
Whatever's protecting the Legacy seems to be holding for now. Which is pretty amazing considering she's been here for almost 40 years. Long story short, I've made it to the prize, but now I'm stranded and trying to figure a way off this hulk. I gotta tell you though, it's not looking good. Not at all. I found the remains of the Legacy's crew. Looks like they're starved to death. It's obvious they couldn't find their way out. Next thing I need to do is start scouring the ship and look for something they might have missed. Guess that's all for now. I'm signing off.
Crew recording terminated.
Access to this recording is restricted to employees of the Galbank Corporation. Any unauthorized attempt to reproduce, publish, duplicate, or broadcast this recording without express permission from Galbank will result in prosecution. Wow. The crew starved to death. That is a crazy rough way to go. I thought it was kind of interesting when I opened the fridge and it was just completely empty. But wow. That is really rough. All right, we're gonna be very careful. I've kind of already been pretty careful, but like I do not want to miss any slates, especially. Speaking of slates.
Crew recording initiated.
I just wanted you to know I placed a commendation in your record, Aguilar.
Really? Why would you... Ah! Take it easy, Doc. I like to keep the arm, you know?
Sorry. This field dressing's the best you're gonna get away from a hospital. Captain's right, though. You saved our asses, big time.
You're the reason that we're having this conversation right now. That was a hell of a shot you made during the battle.
This isn't necessary, Captain. I was only doing my part to keep us alive.
Oh my God, Aguilar, take the compliment already. They had us on the ropes, shields down, engines down, escorts destroyed, then you hop on the one lousy gun we have on this crate.
I'm not some kind of hero. We were just lucky, okay?
Listen, I know losing Tremblay back there was hard, and that both of you were very close. But we have to move on and survive.
That's easy for you to say. You still have Kilner. Everyone knows the two of you are together.
Aguilar.
You want to know the truth? Fine. Yes, we're together. But that's got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I've lost 4 of my crew, and I'm trying to keep the rest of us alive and in good spirits while I figure a way out of this mess. So I'm sorry if I've offended you. Hope the arm feels better.
Captain, come back.
Not good, Aguilar. Not good at all.
Damn it. Crew recording terminated.
Interesting. I just realized something. Let me see if I can go back and look at that other recording real quick.
Crew recording initiated.
Hello? Engineer's message said they set up some kind of a recording system. Well, the red
This is obviously after the one we just listened to.
It's been a few days since I docked with the Legacy. For the time being, I'm stuck here. Every system on my ship, including the prototype shielding, is completely burned out. It's unlikely it'll ever fly again. Whatever's protecting the Legacy seems to be holding for now. Which is pretty amazing considering she's been here for almost 40 years.
Alright, so 40 years have passed.
I've made it to the prize, but now I'm stranded and trying to figure a way off this hulk.
The one and the other recording.
I gotta tell you though, it's not looking good. Not at all. I found the remains of the Legacy's crew. Looks like they're starved to death. It's obvious they couldn't find their way out. Next thing I need to do is start scouring the ship and look for something they might have missed. Guess that's all for now. Signing off.
Crew recording terminated.
I clearly didn't have my looking for data logs eyes on when I ran through this section of the ship previously, so I'm listening to these all out of order, which annoys me, but I'm going to listen to this one and then I'm going to do a real thorough search while it's playing.
Crew recording initiated.
Alright, the system should be all set up. Just shout out when you want the computer to record. Should work for everyone.
Okay, fine. Now, give me the bad news.
The bad news is that our engines and grav drive are destroyed, and we're drifting toward Bannock 4.
Wait, doesn't that put us smack into Bannock's EM field? We hit that, every circuit on this ship will overload!
Easy, Simmons. What's easy about it? Huh? She's right. We end up in that electromagnetic radiation, and we're dead.
Hey, there's no need to talk like that. It's Simmons' first time out. Can't you see she's scared?
Yeah, Bakara, pipe down. You aren't helping.
Everyone stop. Right now. We all need to take a breath. We're in bad shape, but I need everyone alert and level-headed so we can figure a way out of this mess. Osterholt, you're my engineer. Give me options.
We don't have any options. Kellner and I need to work on a shielding solution. Fixing the propulsion isn't even on the table.
Fine. You two get on it. Simmons and Bakara, I want you to walk the ship and give me a full damage report. Mayfield, see if you can help Aguilar with that arm injury. Let's move out, people. Crew recording terminated.
Interesting. Seems to be a bit of a bug here when you're on this level. It's showing my ship as being that way, 8,078 meters that way, but then it's also docked right here, so. I'm going to replay that one again just because there's some interesting tidbits. Play it again while we continue our search.
Crew recording initiated.
Alright, the system should be all set up. Just shout out when you want the computer to record. Should work for everyone.
Okay, fine. Now,
yeah, Crick's
give me
must have heard these recordings.
The bad news
I think that's the one we heard where he was like, oh, they have some sort of recording system set up.
Wait, doesn't that put us smack into Bannock's EM field? We hit that, every circuit on this ship will overload!
Easy, Simmons. What's easy about it? Huh? She's right. We end up in that electromagnetic radiation, and we're dead.
Hey, there's no need to talk like that. It's Simmons' first time out. Can't you see she's scared?
Yeah, Bakara, pipe down. You aren't helping.
Everyone stop. Right now. We all need to take a breath. We're in bad shape, but I need everyone alert and level-headed so we can figure a way out of this mess. Osterholt, you're my engineer. Give me options.
We don't have any options. Kellner and I need to work on a shielding solution. Fixing the propulsion isn't even on the table.
Fine. You two get on it. Simmons and Bakara, I want you to walk the ship and give me a full damage report. Mayfield, see if you can help Aguilar with that arm injury. Let's move out, people. Crew recording terminated.
Wow, they were able to come up with a shielding solution that worked on the fly like over 100 years ago. But we had to steal proprietary tech from Generdyne. Even Crix was able to figure out something. Makes you wonder if in this universe they've had sort of a technological backslide as they become comfortable and obsessed with war. Hello. I assume the pantry's just empty. Besides a med pack. Nice environmental storytelling with the empty pantry, empty refrigerators. Alright, I'm almost back caught up to where I was. Look at how many of these there are. I'm so glad I'm looking
Crew
around.
recording initiated. I wouldn't go near Osterholt. He's drunk and he's got a pistol.
Oh my god, are you alright?
Tell me exactly what happened. I was bringing Osterholt his food. When I got near the cred tank vault entrance, I found him sitting on the floor. Bottle in one hand, gun in the other.
He say anything directly to you? Anything threatening?
No, he just stared at me and kept drinking from the bottle. The gun wasn't even pointed my way. What's happening to him, Captain? What's happening to all of us? First Bakara kills himself and now this? You have to help us! God damn it! I'm trying! I thought Bakara would be okay! How the hell did I know he'd never come out of that room alive? Everyone's looking to me for answers! Well, guess what? I don't have them. This whole thing's falling apart, and it's my fault. Captain, come back. Please! I'm sorry!
You didn't do anything wrong, Simmons. I'll go talk to her.
Crew recording terminated.
Wow, they were really having a... They're really going through it here. Stranded, running out of food. Life or death at every minute. Like, it can mess with you mentally. It's really interesting to hear how things fell apart on this ship. It's like, it really gives that feel, that like really creepy feeling that you're walking through a ghost ship. Like, I can almost hear the voices of the dead crew echoing through the walls. It's interesting they haven't put any dead bodies. Like, this game's been a little weird about that sort of thing. I feel like there should be dead bodies everywhere. Okay. I need to learn to shut up and let the game do what the game does. Because there's a dead body of Aguilar, which is the new recruit that we keep hearing on these recordings. Euphoric escape.
Crew recording initiated. Alright, so how long has Bakara been locked in there?
I'm not sure. A week? Maybe more. All I know is that he took some food packs in his duffel into the head and locked himself inside. Everyone's been steering clear of him since he scared Simmons, so we didn't even realize he did this till today.
Bakara! Can you hear me? You need to open this door and let us in! The hell with it. I'm going to use the override.
I already tried that. He's rewired the door or something. Maybe change a code. Not sure what he's done.
Kilner, can we cut through the bulkhead or the door? I'm open to any suggestions.
To be honest, I wouldn't go cutting anything in this ship right now. The structure is extremely unstable.
Damn it. Well, we can't just leave him in there.
Begging your pardon, but we can. It's pretty clear that Bakar checked out after our initial assessment, and he's been killing morale across the ship. Let him soak in there for a while. When he gets hungry, he'll come out.
I suppose you're right. Crew recording terminated.
So this one takes place before the other recording because we heard in the other recording that he did ultimately take his own life. It looks like the door is still locked. Like, this is it says restroom, right? Yeah, restroom. This is where he locked himself in. It's too bad the crew didn't have a digipick on them, because apparently that's all you needed to get through here. Digipick and a little bit of security skill. Oh yeah. Well, based on that world building, I expect we'll find his body in here. Oh. Drink condensation. Oh, he was calculating whether or not he'd be able to survive on the condensation in here alone. Need water. Guess he didn't plan his being locked in this room very well. Remember to bring food with him, and meds, but not water. I like all the Synapse Alphas, like he was injecting himself with Synapse Alpha, maybe even ODing on it to try and figure out some sort of solution to his problem. Rough, buddy. Preserved remarkably well considering how many years have passed. Guess we have space to thank for that. Not many microbes on board the ship to aid with decomposition, I guess. Superior Mercenary Space Helmet. It's actually a bit of a side grade. I like it. Rhapsody on Windy Night. I know we have the Light of the Stars already, but this one I'm not sure about. Oh, actually, now that I'm reading it, I do remember that one. Nicholas Nickleby. Aguilars? Farewell.
Crew recording initiated. It's day 20 since supplies dried up. And here I am, staring at an empty poker table. Our last game. After Simmons passed, we kept trying to get together at least once a day for a game to keep our minds off of things. Kellner and Leong were the next ones to step away. They wanted to be together at the end. Then it was just Mayfield. We played for hours. Now I'm alone. I just wanted to leave this recording for anyone that finds the legacy trapped above Bannock 4. That's all. For now. Going to deal myself a few hands and call it a day. I miss you, Tremblay. And I'll be joining you soon. GB Legacy. Signing off. Crew recording terminated.
Wow. I think that's meant to be the last recording we find, so we might be done. Well, I'm getting kind of choked up over the story here. It's quite compelling. I guess I really hadn't given much thought to like what this crew went through to end up, you know, once they ended up trapped here, but the game's wasting no time, you know, making sure I'm aware of their tragic story. Now it looks like we've got some more. I was probably meant to enter from over here and get this one first. Look how many people just died in their beds, starved to death. She died at the poker table. Yeah, silly me making that comment about why aren't there any dead bodies, and then now there's quite a few.
Crew recording initiated.
Full house. Damn it, Mayfield. You must be cheating. There's no way anyone can be that lucky.
No, here's from the poker games before
I'm so lucky.
everyone started dying.
I'll trade all that luck for a sandwich. Deal?
Yeah, sure. It's been, what was it, 3? Oh, 2 weeks since the food supplies ran out. If we had sandwiches to trade, we'd be eating them ourselves. Simmons, go get some rest. You sound awful. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a nap or something. I can't even read the cards anyway. Sorry, everyone. Can't keep my eyes open. It's okay. Go on. I'll come check on you in a while.
So, another round? Aguilar? Kellner? Captain?
You 3 go ahead. I'm just going to lean on Kellner here and watch. Oh, and let's cut the captain nonsense. Call me Young.
Alright. Young's out. I'm dealing the rest of you in.
Crew recording terminated.
Okay. So the captain's quarters are right here. Yeah, they were all, you know, starving to death, getting sick, miserable. I understand why, like, I feel like I got all these recordings in the wrong order, but I can understand why that would have driven some people to choose the easy way out, I suppose, is one way to say it, but you know what I mean. Don't want YouTube getting mad at me for discussing topics. If you're considering topics, please seek out help. There is help available out there. Although, if you're starving to death and trapped with no hope of not starving to death, then honestly, don't blame you. See these things? Right here. This, like, I've seen a couple of these. I can't interact with them, but they feel to me... Ooh. They feel to me like the things I'm meant to find, but there's some sort of, like, bug maybe where I can't interact with them. I don't know. I haven't found the thing I'm meant to find yet, so... guess I don't really know what it looks like, right? Did I just get a straight upgrade to my helmet? And I think I did. Yeah, this is just a full-on upgrade. It even weighs less than the one I'm wearing. Don't mind if I do. It's certainly uglier than the one I was wearing, but... Alright. We got a room, we got a safe, we got a computer. Let's do the room first. Oh boy. Here's the captain and her lover. Together to the end. What is this? A Greater End Volume 3? Oh, it's a book. Okay. I don't think I have any of the other volumes of that book. Ship captain hat? Oh man. A master lock, ooh. Alright, hold on. Before we get too ahead of ourselves here. A Gathering of Starlight to a Greater End by Keeper Aquilus, who, by the way, we're going to have to talk to in the main story quest very soon. Of the Sanctum Universum, Volume 3. Many in the history of thought have considered the ground of being as defined by its oneness, whether as part of a faith tradition or a purely secular philosophy. Indeed, the intellectual construction of a single divine power served as preparatory kindling for the revealed truths of the desert that would sweep across the empires of old. To perceive the unity as God is to misconceive it. But it is also not entirely wrong. Ooh, I mean, this is all that talk about the unity that where our main story is kind of dovetailing here. I'd like to look. I'm going to look through my book collection and see if I have the other ones. I also have never stepped into a Sanctum Universum church. I know the one in New Atlantis is one that we have to go in as part of the quest, but I'm sure they exist in other major cities. I need to do like a round where I go around checking in all the churches and looking for named NPCs because I've been avoiding them the whole game. I'm sure I'm missing out on some really interesting stuff, like maybe the other books in this series that will end up dovetailing with the main story of the game, so I should definitely pay attention. The traditional parochial notions of God, though, are far too limiting. Unity is much bigger than the imaginations of any person, or even entire civilizations. The potential for misunderstanding is why I have repeatedly endeavored to have all readers and people of goodwill cast their preconceptions aside and begin from nothing, lest they take up once more the fairy tale beliefs that they held as children. For just as a child's relationship with her parents ought to change as she grows older, so too must our relationship with the divine change as we grow older, and so must humanity's relationship with unity change as the race itself proceeds along towards its destiny. Considering now, as we do, the oneness of the divine, we may contemplate its role in creating the universe. This is obviously very long, but I think it's directly tied in with the main story of the game, so we're gonna read it. Think not of an architect setting to work with exact intent, and more of the role of soil in producing a plant. Creation is not one act that we can date to the Big Bang, but an ongoing process of continual renewal, growth, decay, replacement, and even rebirth. Unity, in its facet of being, is responsible for all other beings in the universe, even if it takes no more intentional role in them than the soil does in the plant. Where we must depart from a pure philosophy lies in what I am to reveal presently. Unity is not mere soil. While all beings will one day return to it, unity actually craves the return. It does not directly seek it, nor bring it about. Ascribing such machinations and will would be absurdly redundant. Something that exists beyond the flow of time has no need to hasten any process which derives from itself. All things will return to it, but we, as the type of being gifted with the ability to know, may uniquely take charge of our trajectory of return. We can seek out the unity. We can encounter it. We can commune and emerge from it as something above what we were, ascended and iterated. This is actually really interesting. It sounds like Speaker Achilles, at the very least, like all the member of the Church of Enlightenment, or not Church of Enlightenment, this is the other one, right? Sanctum Universum that I've talked to, have been talking about God this and God that. But it sounds like Speaker Achilles, at least, has sort of elevated his thinking beyond thoughts of a God with a will that's like influencing events and shaping things. He sees it more as a natural process that started with creation and continues towards, maybe there is a divine plan, but not one which requires intervention of the divine. It's very, very interesting. How can we know that such a thing is possible? Here again, revelation is crucial, for we have no way of fully understanding the divine apart from its choice to reveal itself. The unity does not do so directly, no. An immediate encounter with it would drive the unprepared mind to shattered weeping. As the unity craves our encounter, though, it does on occasion emanate messengers to aid us in our trajectory. The Starborn ? These emanations appear to us in forms we can understand as corporeal beings that are like us, but unlike us, similar enough to be accepted by our minds, but different enough that they maintain a knowledge of the unity. Or not the Starborn, maybe the alien civilization that the Starborn are trying to pursue. These are our guides, like sailors of old steering their ships by stars, like the fulcrum of Archimedes' lever. There's a star system named Archimedes, which I've been to. It's one of the level 75 star systems, so it wouldn't surprise me if some point of interest towards the end of the game is tied to that, especially now that the mythological Archimedes is being referenced in this, very clearly tied to the main story text here. Like the seed value which initiates a matrix simulation. Those born of the stars give us fixed points amidst chaos. Those born of the stars give us fixed points amidst chaos. Those born of the stars, huh? I guess he is referring to the Starborn. He has had some sort of encounter with the Starborn. They've given him some sort of revelation about the unity. That's the only explanation for him to be able to write this. I know I was giving Mateo shit about him taking the constellation in this direction, but I think he was onto something. He was very clearly onto something. That line is blowing my mind right now. I'm actually going to go back and read this part again. How can we know that such a thing is possible? Here again, revelation is crucial. For we have no way of fully understanding the divine apart from its choice to reveal itself. The unity does not do so directly. No, an immediate encounter with it would drive the unprepared mind to shattered weeping. As the unity craves our encounter, though, it does on occasion emanate messengers to aid us in our trajectory. The Starborn is who he's talking about. These emanations appear to us in forms that we can understand. Yeah, in humanoid forms. Piloting ships that look similar to humanoid craft. As corporeal beings that are like us, but unlike us. Similar enough to be accepted by our minds, but different enough that they maintain knowledge of the unity. These are our guides, like sailors of old steering their ships by the stars, like the fulcrum of Archimedes' lever, like the seed value which initiates a matrix simulation. Those born of the stars give us fixed points amidst chaos. With their wisdom, we can seize the path of our fates, no longer being subject to the whims of physical processes. Instead of awaiting our destruction, we can sail straight to the eye of the storm and emerge on the other side with our own hard-won betterment. Yeah, the Aryan powers, glimpsing the unity, all that really is dovetailing here. This is crazy. What a crazy place to find this, too. These things are known, and I am the one who has been given to know them. I share this with you in the hopes that you may join me in my knowing. There's still much to be revealed, and still more knowledge that can be conveyed in person, that can only be conveyed in person. Yeah, we got to go meet with the guy. Should this book set your heart on fire, seek those born of the stars, for they are themselves lights in the void. I have got to find volumes 1 and 2 of this book series. That is so interesting. Wow. I'll admit, I was kind of hoping this was a more interesting looking hat than it is. Wow. Okay, well, let's do the walks in order of difficulty so that, yeah, let's listen to
Crew
this,
recording
actually.
initiated. Alright, it's recording. So like you were saying, that's all we have left.
If we stretch things out and cut our rations in half, I'd say we'll be out of food in a week, maybe 9 days.
How do I do it, Kellner? How do I tell everyone we're all going to die?
You don't have to. Everyone knows. They're all making peace with it. Bakara and Osterholt knew. They simply chose to handle it by giving up early and taking their own lives.
Look at all that money down there. Millions of credits. Completely worthless. With all of that, I could buy another ship. Fly us all out of here. I wonder if Galbang will even bother to send word to my family. To any of our families.
Captain, listen. You're not at fault for what happened. Those ships came out of nowhere. The fact that we've lived this long is a gift. A miracle.
Which means we should enjoy every second of the time that remains. Right, crewman Kellner?
My thoughts exactly, Captain.
Come closer. I need you to hold me. Crew recording terminated.
Wow. I mean, I've listened to all of those out of order, unfortunately, but I'm getting the general idea of the order things went down. Uh-oh. Did I already fuck this up? I think I might have. Nope, we're okay. Alright, let's check the computer. Crew evaluations. Oh my lord. Okay, hold on. Mission brief. Classification transport, cargo credits, cred tank load, approximate value classified. You are hereby ordered to proceed directly to your delivery location coordinates. You will be met by the receiver, redacted, who will provide Alpha Cipher clearance and confirmation. Once clearance is confirmed, data transfer may begin. Under no circumstances are you to deviate from your plotted course without authorization from your escort craft. Interesting. I wonder what happened to the escort craft. Probably destroyed the battle they keep alluding to. I wish it didn't say redacted, but I guess I know now that these were reparation payments on their bound for the Freestar Collective. It's interesting, like, we've heard a bit about the armistice and stuff, the peace agreement for the colony war. It sounds like Like, we know that the First felt like they were about to win the battle they were in, and they were pissed that the peace agreement was reached in the middle of that battle because they thought they were on the cusp of victory. But it does sound like the Freestar Collective, did leverage what, their advantage to get a really good agreement with the UC in regards to the peace arrangement, to the point where the UC was prepared to pay a hefty price in reparations for the things they did during the war. Really interesting world building. I like that sort of dovetails together like that. All right, Osterholt Engineer. Engineer Osterholt is a valued member of the crew. His knowledge of the ship's maintenance borders on encyclopedic. He has the capability to work and think under pressure, which has saved the Legacy on numerous occasions. Even as a valued member of the crew, I must log my concerns regarding his alcohol abuse issues. When off-duty, Osterholt is often found in the mess area in a mild state of inebriation. Mild state's not that bad. Though it hasn't jeopardized the crew or the ship, and no one has lodged a formal complaint, it remains a potential problem that should be monitored. Jeez, leave the guy alone. What he does in his off time, I mean, come on. D. Mayfield Medic. Crewman Mayfield is an exemplary medic and an asset to the Legacy. He's friendly, approachable, and discreet. Though he informs me of an injury or a symptom, if an injury or a symptom could affect the crew as a whole. He works well under pressure and does an excellent job monitoring the physical and mental health of the crew. I'd like to recommend that Crewman Mayfield be promoted to the Legacy's first mate to replace the vacancy left by Obadiah Mears, who was killed in last year's pirate attack. I will follow the proper paperwork when I arrive at our home port. L. Aguilar, the new one. Crewman Aguilar is a remarkable member of the Legacy's crew. She is one of the toughest and bravest long haulers that I've ever had the pleasure of flying with. She has an uncanny knack for quickly handling any problem or situation that's placed in her path. She was just a crewman. I'm sorry, I'm not sure how that last name is meant to be pronounced. Aguilar? I keep wanting to pronounce it Aguilar because, like, Christina Aguilera? I don't know. The only issue I can see with her is her short temper. Some of the more abrasive members of the crew can often get under her skin, which has triggered arguments and minor altercations. If she could conquer this issue, I would gladly recommend her for the command training program once her initial tour is complete. T. Kellner, crewman. Crewman Kellner is a valued member of the crew. She just has glowing things to say about all these people, but the second paragraph is always how she really feels about them. He does his job as expected, follows orders properly, and is dependable under pressure. Though his specialty is the ship's defensive systems, I've seen him jump into other roles without complaint. Overall, he gets along with everyone, and I am pleased to have him aboard. Time for the other shoe in paragraph 2. That being said, I'd like to formally report that I have engaged in a consensual... Oh, never mind. Right, Kellner's the one. I've engaged in a consensual relationship with Crewman Kellner. I realize this jeopardizes my position as captain of the Legacy, and I will face whatever disciplinary actions the administration feels is necessary. Since this could have an effect on both of our careers, I'd like to request that Crewman Kellner be transferred when our current assignment is complete. B. Bakara. Crewman Bakara is a problem... Oh, never mind. I guess sometimes she gets right into it. Is a problematic member of the crew. Though he performs his role as expected, he's combative, insolent, and often challenges my commands in front of the crew. Though I am aware we are not a military vessel, I still expect a certain amount of decorum from everyone under my command. Crewman Bakara is a detriment to the Legacy and his crew. I'd like to request he be transferred to another location within the company after our current mission is complete. C. Simmons. Crewman Simmons is undergoing her 1-year trainee evaluation. So far, she's shown ample... Oh, right, she's the newbie. So far, she's shown ample aptitude for all of the assignments she's been given. Though her task load is light, she often finds herself second-guessing her own work, which in turn results in extended duty time. I've repeatedly reminded her that she needs to have more self-confidence regarding her duties, and I'm hoping she'll take that advice to heart. I will transmit my final evaluation to the personnel division when we arrive at our home port. Alright, last but not least, let's deal with this master lock. This just looks like another boring mining outfit. This game really is frustrating sometimes when it comes to the rewards it gives you for, like, it seems like it randomly chooses what lock level certain things are, and then it randomly puts loot inside there that has no relation to the lock level you had to get through. I'm pretty sure this is just another boring mining outfit, but we're gonna pick it and we're gonna see. But yeah, I do kind of wish, like, if they're gonna put it behind a master lock, I'd like it to be like a guaranteed legendary or something like that, you know? Interesting. So only 2-prong locks fit in this first one. I guess that makes sense. It's pretty straightforward looking. I do need to find out some way to do this, though. Maybe this, and then do I have like a 2 across the way from each other one? I don't. Well, what the heck? I mean, so I could do this. I think that's the solution, right? And then this? Okay. Overthought that one for sure. Yeah, we can do that. And then this. Ew. This is a tricky one. I think this works. Maybe not, though. Does this fit? No. What was the other option? This one? Let's see. Yeah, there we go. And then this. And then this. That wasn't too bad. Oh boy! Deep mining spacesuit. Couldn't have guessed that was what was behind here. Yippee skippy. So glad I spent all that time. This game sometimes, I swear. Okay. I'm feeling pretty satisfied that I've searched this place pretty thoroughly so far, but I'm just because I'm anxious to get to the prize at the end of the tunnel. I'm not gonna risk missing anything. Do a nice thorough look through this hallway again, since I've already been in all of the rooms on the side. Alright, this is as far as I've gotten previously. So now we're going to be really careful. I'm hoping for more recordings from Jasper Cricks, because he's my favorite deceased character in the game. Alright, there's a way downstairs, which seems like a safe bet considering this is like up further, if anything. Oh, and a way upstairs. Looks like those are our choices. No audio logs in this stack of stuff? Guess not. Alright, let's go down first. What's up, gamers? It is me from the future. I hope you are enjoying my exploration of the Legacy. The Legacy ended up being a much larger exploration than I ever could have imagined. It ended up stretching out across about 6 hours, so I'm splitting it up into 3 separate videos, and this is the end of part 1. I hope you'll stick around for part 2.